Today we're going to work on wallet knives. These are little miniature knives that are small enough to stick in your wallet. We're going to make them out of cheap hacksaw blades. These are plain carbon steel hacksaw blades. They're not the fancy bimetal blades or the high-speed steel blades. And the reason we're using inexpensive high carbon steel hacksaw blades is that we're going to do our own heat treating. So we're going to soften the hacksaw blades by using heat and letting them cool slowly, and we're going to shape the hacksaw blades into something knife-shaped, and then we're going to harden and temper them so that they will keep their edge a long time. My little magic furnace. This is a soup can. Inside the soup can there is a hole, and there's a rectangle. I took another piece of the tin can and made a small rectangular tunnel. And then I filled the space in between with red lava rock, little pieces of lava rock. So this is a furnace. There's an area in the middle which gets hot, it gets red hot, and the fact that it's loaded up with crushed lava rock means it's a good insulator, so it heats up efficiently and quickly. I'm going to get my furnace hot, and if you look inside here, you can see that it's getting red hot. I need to, there, can you see that? Okay. I'm slowly heating it and passing it through the furnace. Here is what happened to the saw blade after heating it red hot and letting it cool. It worked. Well, that's too bad. We'll have to straighten it out as we make the knife. The Jiffy annealing we did is it makes them soft enough to cut. And I put the C-clamp right at the place where I want to saw it off. So we'll see. And it's working. And I don't have to saw it completely. If you look closely with the camera, you can see I've only sawed part way through. And then I can just break this. So there's the start of a wallet knife. It's not going to be big, but that's the objective, to make a small, keen-edged knife. Okay. I don't want a pointed blade. I want kind of a blade that's rounded here, like that. And then you very gentle downward pressure. It's that piece of tape around here. And this is going to be a little puny knife. The cutting edge is going to be less than 1 inch long. But that's what we're trying to That's what we're trying to do. So now this marking tape tells us what needs to be beveled. Okay. And see what, try this file, this rasp, and do the same here.
Remove this corner entirely?
Yeah. Okay. One thing we found out was that the annealing process, where we got the blade red hot and slowly ran it through the furnace, is good enough. That this stuff is soft enough to so that we can shape it with a file. Okay, better. There's more than one way to use. Okay, you were concerned about that corner. It became so thin that it came right off. And next stage is with a coarse whetstone. This is a carborundum stone. It's very coarse, and this is the last shaping step before we do the heat treating. Okay, so
and you wet it.
Yeah, and this has been moistened with water. I use the full length of the whetstone. Feel this way and then that way.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see?
Okay,
you see,
so
it's rolled over.
Yeah. So I want to go on this side to get rid of it.
Yeah. One of the biggest miracles that most people take for granted that civilization is based on is the capability of taking iron, which is pretty soft stuff, and it rusts and it bends, and it's not very strong. You add some carbon atoms to it and heat treat it, and it becomes something that's strong as an axe and sharp as a razor, just by adding carbon atoms to it and doing the proper heat treatment. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do is straighten it out a little bit, because in the annealing process, where we softened the blade, it got a little bit warped, but it's pretty straight now, straight enough. So what we're going to do is heat it red hot and then plunge it in water. If we were really serious about this, we'd plunge it in oil. But the fact that we've got such a small, thin piece, I think we will be successful in quenching it in water. You heat it red hot, cool it very quickly, and it becomes extremely hard. That's the miracle. In the process of quenching, you want to get the blade, pull it out when it's red hot, and plunge it vertically into the quenching water. And that should go straight in, and what you want to try not to do is put it in at an angle, because that means the bottom part of the blade will cool faster than the top part of the blade, and the blade will curl. That's not cool.